Alright guys, BLM here, back. Another live stream, maybe. Okay, I do see it in front of me. Yeah, I mean, there's straight up, there's not that much. I mean, like, Big Brother's going on, obviously. I'll be honest, I've not been paying as close of attention as I should. Where I actually am not even 100% sure what exactly is going to be happening. Because I haven't looked at feeds all day today. But okay, trying to get stream up real quick here. Okay. There we go. All right. So obviously playing more Brotherhood. Yeah, like really just what Big Brother, which like, I generally don't know. Like, where are we standing right now? Because I don't know. Like, I know that, like, Will and Amy are talked about as the renoms. Last I saw, like, Will was going to be the priority renom. But I don't even know if that's stuck. Yeah, I didn't watch the episode also, so that's a thing. So again, I'm a bit behind Big Brother-wise right now. But, yeah, I do know that obviously Casey came in and won the fucking veto for whatever reason. Again, Keanu's the best challenge competitor of all time. I mean, he literally got someone else to win a challenge for him. Again, what I don't know. Could there be a better competitor than that? Casey's so hot. I mean, I guess that's true. I guess that is the thing that people say. Yeah, Jimmy's HOH nominated Adrian, Keanu, and Kelly. Keanu, Kelly, and Mickey all got powers through the HOH competition. Keanu's power allowed for him to bring in an alumni to compete for him in the veto competition as like an additional player, essentially playing for him, which turned out to be Casey, and Casey won the veto, which essentially means Keanu has the veto. So Keanu's saving himself. However, Kelly also has a power. That her power is essentially the janky veto from last season, where again, like Leah had a like second chance or whatever getting a veto after the veto ceremony or whatever. Like Kelly's gonna have that, so she could potentially win that veto and save herself. Which at that point, that means Jimmy needs to make 2 renoms. Which would be, again, it's not happening, but would be really fun if he renommed Zach, and that would lead to him having 3 renoms. But again, that's not happening. Yeah, it's like, it feels like a lot.
What can we do?
Yeah, Adrian definitely is in a lot of trouble. Really, I feel like any of them, like if the block ends up being Adrian, Amy, Will, I feel like all of them could be in danger. Like, I generally don't know who would go home in that spot. Because I just feel like there's like reasons to take out all of them. I believe, I mean, yeah, I'm not fully caught up on the feeds today. As of yesterday, though, I know Jimmy did settle on putting up Will as the priority. Like, Will was going to, so Will was, like, last I saw, Will would be going up once Keanu used the veto. And then Kelly, if Kelly used the veto, then Amy would go up. But his initial idea was the opposite. So I don't know if that went, he went back on that since then. I generally don't know. I've not been looking at the feeds right now. Will is still the priority? Okay. Yeah, so like that's where I last saw it. Which also, by the way, like, yeah, Will is his target. By the way. Like, if Will goes up, like, Jimmy wants Will out. Which is kind of a shame. Because I do feel like Will, I don't think Will's actually a dumb move for him. I actually think Will's a fine move for Jimmy. I just feel bad for Will, because it's like I don't feel like he did do wrong. Like him voting out like him switching his vote for no reason. It was dumb. But like, it feels like such a minor mistake to cause like the end of his game here. Especially considering, like, again, he's like target number 3. Like Keanu and Kelly would be going home if they're on the block. And to be fair, Kelly might still be going home. And to be fair, actually, she might, like, for all we know, like, Kelly doesn't end up going home even if she stays on the block. But again, I think she has a bigger likelihood of going home. Rather Will go than Adrian. I'm kind of whatever on either. I think Adrian probably has more potential. So yeah, maybe I would rather have Adrian. Will seems checked out too. Like, Will got injured during the HOH comp. And like since then it seems like Will kind of checked out of the game, which is also a bit of an issue. But, oh. Yeah, Adrian, like, yeah, I just don't think Adrian's been playing well. This is definitely a thing. Okay, what the fuck? Yeah, I definitely meant to jump, like, sideways backwards. How the fuck did I even do that? Will's such a non-factor. Yeah, I think Riley is 100%. I think Riley is definitely a better target. He seems to be under the idea that Riley would piss off more people, which is kind of funny. Yeah, Riley is definitely a better target, but I don't think Will's a bad target for him either. Like, really, I think Adrian also is a pretty good target for him. The thing about Will that's interesting is, again, I don't know who exactly is voting Will out. Because, like, I know there are some people that don't want Will to go, but then there's also people that, like, are fine with it. So it's like, and like Jimmy, I don't know, it's like, this, okay, what the fuck is happening? Cool. Counted for HOH? I mean, it'd be funny. Say better than Kelly? Yes. As of right now. We'll see if, like, how Kelly's run goes by the end. But yeah, I think Zay is a better player than Kelly. I ended up putting Zay on my ranking of every player. I put him right above Travis from BB23. Like, that's kind of the ballpark I look at Zay. Was Adrian just acting cocky when he got cast? I think he believed it to a degree. I don't know. He seems to, like, I know there was like a point where he was talking about like how he came in so prepared and everything. So I think like part of it was real. Oh yeah, Mickey's power is a coup d'etat. Coup d'etat with limitations, which are good, which is a good limitation, but it's essentially a coup d'etat. Yeah, it's a coup d'etat. However, when you use it, the HOH will be able to guess who used the power, and if they guess correctly, then your power is nullified, essentially. Which I think is fine. I actually think it's a bit overpowered in the sense that I think it's like I don't know how Mickey's going to get away with this. I think actually an issue with it is that I think in the hands of the majority, this is just giving the majority more power. I think that's kind of the issue with it for me more so. Was Zay twist screwed? Or was he twist screwed? I don't know if I would say twist screwed is the right term. I don't think he was really screwed at all. I think he was just like, I don't know. I think he just like didn't play hard enough early on. Didn't fight more to stay off the block, and then because by the end he was gonna get voted out no matter what if he was on the block. He was going home either way. Are Mickey and Morgan at the top of my power ranking? Morgan's not. I didn't update, so I'll update my power ranking tomorrow after I watch the episode. But who's at the top right now? I really don't know. To be honest, like, is Vince at the top? Like, I think the top 3 right now are probably Mickey, Vince, and Zach. I think that's probably the top 3 right now. Ava is someone that's like in the conversation. I do think she I just don't know where she's going long term is kind of my issue with her, I feel like. Yeah, Morgan 100% knows about Mickey's power. Zach essentially knows. Like, Zach, I believe, saw her, right? And then, like, has since been talking about, like, yeah, I think Mickey has a power. Moves down Zach due to the fact he's in the minority. He's not, though. He's not really in the minority. Like, everyone wants to work with Zach still. He voted in the minority, but he's not in the minority.
No, maybe he's that senator.
Like, even Mickey wants to go, like, towards the end with Zach. Like, they were talking about, like, their ideal final 5, and, like, Zach was in their final 5 or whatever. Which is the thing about Zach. It's like, Zach is, like, so well positioned for someone that has done almost nothing in the fucking game. Okay, Will. Are men getting pagonged? Not purposely. I don't think they will, ultimately. Like, Rachel's a massive target. Morgan's a pretty massive target. Ashley's a pretty big target. Even Amy is like a decently big target considering the Rachel of it all. Yeah, Ashley sucks, which is funny. That she was my winner pick, but whatever. By the way, I didn't realize this. My audio. So I changed my. So I started for my Let's Plays and stuff. I started using OBS because Death Stranding 2 was pissing me the fuck off. The fact that I lost like 6 episodes playing that game. So I changed the settings for the Let's Play. Turns out it changed the settings for everything. So I don't know if the game is too loud or not. I guess I'll turn it down a tad just to be safe. Because I turned it up for the Let's Play, but like, yeah, stream, it's like ideally be a little bit lower than that. Am I happy Kiana's safe? Kiana's fun. He's a fun character, fun, like, terrible player, and also very frustrating at the same time, like that he just like doesn't believe the reality. But yeah, I mean he's fine. Like I'm okay. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I forgot the mission I was in. But yeah, I'm fine with him staying. Crazy how media trained Ashley is because she acts like someone in mid-30s in interviews. Then yeah, again, I legitimately like if you did not show me her age, like watching her interviews like coming into the season, like I would have guessed she was like 30, 31 or so. Morgan and Mickey randomly want Catherine to go really bad. Yeah. Yeah, Catherine, I think her position is definitely seeming to slip. Also, Ashley is still, like, Ashley and Catherine still have, like, a feud, right? Like, that still hasn't gone away. So I didn't think Catherine, someone that definitely could be in a lot of danger. Really, there's just a lot of people that could be in a lot of danger. Okay, dude, fuck off. Chelsea and June are better than Nicole Franzel? Eh. I think they have more potential to play. Actually, I don't know if June even necessarily does, but I think like Chelsea has obviously more potential to play like a dominant game, and like I think it's probably more well-rounded than Nicole Franzel. But I think Nicole Franzel's like resume is obviously just like much larger. I think Mickey and Morgan should be targeting Lauren and Kat. Probably. Well, actually. I think they should be targeting Ashley. Right? Like, Morgan should be targeting Ashley. Like, Ashley's, like, so anti-Morgan. Like, she was, like, trying to convince Rachel to target Morgan. Or, yeah. Yeah, so it's like... Yeah, I think Ashley's probably a better target. But they don't know that, though. Is the thing. Yeah, it's like Vince, like... I think Vince is just like probably a better player. Like it's like I think he's like the type of player that's like terrible in power. Like I think he makes like terrible decisions while in power, but he's actually like a pretty like competent like social player and someone that like most people like and trust for like no fucking reason. So I know Taryn said that he's like a rat floater, which I can kind of see. How soon should Mickey and Morgan cut Zach? I think relatively soon. The problem is that you really can't because he has his power, but obviously they don't know that. But like realistically, everyone should be targeting Zach. Like we're still in a spot where like I think Zach is still primed to like dominate endgame comps. Why is Ashley not like Morgan? I think she just sees her as like a big player. Like, she talks about Morgan as if, like, Morgan's, like, running the game, which, I mean, to be fair, like, isn't, like, that inaccurate, but, no, I don't think any 50 spoilers at all. Oh, actually, no, I'm dumb. No, there is 50 spoilers, but, yeah, we won't talk about it until later. Again, not going to talk about the 50 spoilers, but I'm going to talk about the context of it. The person that spoiled Survivor 40 is back. Like, spoiled Survivor 40... like accurately, supposedly, spoiled parts of 50. So we'll talk about that at the end of stream. The winner is still not known. But there's an idea of who it could be. Either way, we'll talk about it later. Um,
To pay back your gambling debts.
yeah, House is still very dynamic. It's definitely a. I mean, like, actually, really with Jimmy fucking everything up, too. It's like, because, like, Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy is doing a pretty shit job, seemingly, right? Like, especially, like, his talk about targeting, or, like, putting up Amy, like, has, like, kind of burned, like, Rachel and Amy, obviously, and Ashley. Like, obviously, again, him putting up Will is something that people didn't necessarily want initially, too. It's like, he's just making these moves that are kind of isolating his allies for the sake of, like, building capital with, like, Keanu and Kelly. By the way, also, yeah, it is Keanu is like the big one that wants Will out. And like Jimmy's doing it essentially to appease Keanu, and it's like, why? And also, why does Keanu want Will out when like Will supposedly voted with you? Like that also makes no sense. But whatever. Yeah, Mickey and Morgan were like really good numbers for Jimmy, and he kind of just burned them. Which did feel very unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, this has been a season so far of just like really bad HOHs, like people just like using power in the complete wrong way, seemingly. Yeah, I saw that the 49 tried names happened, but I haven't like looked. Like I know one of them's Hina, right? But I forgot what the other two were. Yeah, Jimmy. I think that's just Jimmy. I think he's a ham. Hina, Hina. Jimmy should put up Riley or Will. Yeah, I think Riley is the best one. I think Will is also decent. I think Amy is bad, especially for Jimmy. Like, if this was like some other people, I mean, if it was like Mickey or Morgan, like Amy's not the worst thing in the world, but then again, they don't know that. But like, yeah, like for Jimmy, like this is just really dumb because he actually had like a pretty good thing going with Rachel and Amy and them. And actually, to be fair, Amy was always like distrusting of Jimmy. I went the wrong way. Fuck off. But yeah, like Amy like didn't really trust Jimmy after their like fight last week, but like it's still a spot where like yeah, he had Rachel at least, and it's kind of just throwing away Rachel. I think do you think BB Arena will keep? Probably. I mean, like I think yeah, AI Arena at this point is it's like interesting because like conceptually it should not work. I feel like, but it just seems to work. Dude, fuck off. Where the fuck are these enemies coming from? But yeah, it's like it's caused two like pretty dynamic like starts to season so far. This season actually probably being even more dynamic than last season, so
Cannot stop here.
Vatu Yatu is it? Oh yeah, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that's one of the 50 tribe names. Would Andy do? Wait, how well would Andy do on return? Like with, I assume we're talking about like on a like All-Star season where people know who he is. Probably not well. If people did not know who he is, I think he could do well again. But I think on a returnee season, not great. Well, also to remember, like he's actually gonna be on a returnee season. I think at this point, it's like it's been so far since his season that he might do okay. But like if this was like BB like 18 or something and it was All Stars, I think Andy's screwed. But yeah, again, it's been so long that it's like again, people barely even know anybody nowadays coming to Big Brother, so it's like who knows. But I don't think he's poised particularly well. Most dynamic start to season ever. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. There's not. Yeah, like there's not really like a core power structure, right? I think at least like in modern. I think like post BB16. Because I feel like post BB16, like there's always this like big like dominant alliance from the very beginning. typically. I feel like this season doesn't have that. And like I do, but 26 didn't have that either. It like there was the start of it, right, with the Pentagon or whatever. But like it never like fully stuck together. And it feels like this season's kind of in a similar spot. Where's this? Dude, fuck off. Can you stop getting fucking attacked? I don't know. Again, I don't know where... Like, Jimmy wants Will out. But, like, Adrian seems like the person that people should be voting out. So it's like, I think it's very, very likely by the end of the week, everyone just settles on Adrian. But as of right now, I'm not sure. I really don't know what's going to happen. I thought Jag will return. Yeah, could have been. I'm a little surprised it's Casey. Because obviously it's been a bit. Which, like, I guess, like, realistically, like, yeah, I think Jag was, like, the top person, right? Like, that definitely made the most sense. But for Casey, I guess Casey is, like, probably, yeah, the next, like, best comp beast that they would actually bring back from recent seasons. Because, like, Michael's someone that I don't think they would... Again, it doesn't seem like they give a shit about Michael. Jimmy's HOH reminds you of Heisem. Kind of? I mean, like, I feel like with Heisem, though... Like, too, I think Jimmy's getting a bit screwed over by Twist and everything. Where, like, obviously, if he just, like... Because, like, if the veto wasn't used or anything, and, like, if Keanu just lost the veto, Keanu's going home. And I guess Blockbuster or whatever. But, like, yeah, if there's no chance of Keanu or Kelly getting off the block, like, Keanu or Kelly are going home. Like, it's a very easy week. Animal ended me? What happened with Animal? Let's see. Alright, what is this? Okay, hit the wrong thing. Wait, how do I do... Oh, okay, that was loud. Okay. I don't know if you hear this. I don't think you do because the desktop audio is turned off, right? Actually, I did see that clip. I just didn't realize that's what that was the reference to, is the mother shampoo. Is BB4 dynamic season? Not really. It's like BB4 is essentially one side. It's really like two sides with like June and Allison playing the middle. Essentially, especially like post like week 4 or whatever. And like early on, it's really just like the Elite 8 or whatever, Great 8, what they name? I think it was Elite 8, right? Like being like the majority alliance, and the Axis just didn't know it was a thing. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Oh fuck me, I did not get on the floor, did I? Whatever. Congratulations, Rachel Riley, for not winning, baby. Yeah. Should that be the stream title the rest of the season? Because like, there's no fucking way Rachel's winning this season. Jordan, I think it'll be the same. She'll be there. Probably won't do anything. Probably, I don't think Jordan. I think it's very tough for Jordan to win a modern season. But like, I think she'll probably just make it deep. What? Yeah, it's been 1 year since Crazy Eyes. It's kind of insane. I didn't realize that this season started earlier than last season. Because it feels like it started like around the same time, but I guess it started a week earlier. Dude, fuck off. Yeah, that's great. Actually, I can't restart mission, can I? Okay, well, I guess I'm just continuing. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll fail it. Adrian Will actively voting on the wrong side. Yeah. I still don't get the logic from Will. Like, did Will think the votes were there or what? Wasn't Rachel last on my winners as player ranking? I think Dick wasn't he? And then Rachel? I don't know, maybe in the actual video itself it was, but in my like ranking of every player, I know Dick is below Rachel. But they're like back to back, I believe.
What did you say?
Doing draft? Maybe. I don't know what draft idea we have, but I'll be open to it. Ian below Rachel. I don't know if I stand by that. Oh, fuck me. Okay, yep. Yep, just fucking fail me again. Thank you. Maybe I do. I don't know. Like, to be fair, I think after BB27, maybe it would go up. Because I do think the current Rachel we're seeing is actually, like, fine. But before BB27, maybe that was the wrong call. Not sure. Yeah, it's like, Ian's game is bad. But it's like, also, I think him as a player is not, like, the worst. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, can I play this game normally? What the fuck? Like, how am I failing at, like, every, like, basic thing in this game? Rachel and Keanu getting in a fight because Keanu kept making references and yeah, is that a thing? I saw it reference that like Keanu's been making a lot of references or whatever, and that led to a thing. But I didn't actually see the fight itself. What is happening? Rachel had 2 lackluster runs on Big Brother outside of her winning game. Yeah, like her winning game is lackluster. Yeah, it's like Rachel. Like the thing is, like, despite Rachel still being targeted by like a decent amount of people and like probably having no like prospects to win the game, like she probably like this is like her best game so far. Like I think this is like the first time she's actually like gelled well socially in a house where like yeah, at least there are people that like her that aren't hooking up with her. At least that's something. But like even in like BB13, like they like, even like Jeff Jordan, they didn't like her. They just worked with her because she was like another vet or whatever. Like she had what like Portia, I guess, like as someone that liked her. Even that relationship was like rocky. Still believe Rachel's gonna win. I mean, I don't know about that. Rachel said herself she got lucky in her win and almost lost. Yeah. I do wonder, like, I really don't know how Rachel perceives her game, considering, like, I remember, like, when my ranking came out, my ranking of every player, and, like, she got, like, insulted that she was so, like, not that, again, I don't think she saw my video, but, like, I know Corey talked about it, and then, like, she was so upset that, like, people were assessing her low. So it's like, I'm not sure, like, what she thinks of her own winning game, but I'm not, yeah, I don't know. First boot draft, I feel like that's better than the week 1 draft. Because I feel like that week 1 draft's probably just like, I don't know, how long's that going to take? If Rachel wins, Nicole Franzel's still the first 2-time winner. Sure, I guess. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't work at all. Because it's like, I feel like to me, BB Reindeer Games is Big Brother in the same way that, like, BBUK is Big Brother. But in that case, there are, like, already, like, 2-time players from, like, or 2-time winners from, like, BBUK and BBAU and, like, stuff like that. But whatever. First boot draft, should we do, so, like, first boot Big Brother, there's obviously not that many people to draft from. Should we just do first boots in general? Like in all of reality TV? Because I feel like, I guess it depends on how many people join. But again, I feel like we do Big Brother, it's just kind of limiting. See, I think the general one's probably a better, like more fun idea. How do we count? I guess for like Natalie Anderson, I think she counts, right? Like I think it's the first person voted out of a season. Adrian's a massive flop. I hope he goes this week. I don't really care either way who goes this week.
The banker has a special evening plan.
Like of any of the options, like it really doesn't matter to me. Keanu, again, I'm happy Keanu's staying since at least he's causing chaos. Yeah, between like Will and Adrian, they're both like just kind of whatever. Remember Rachel told Amy in one of her low moves that she doesn't think she's a good player. Thinks she's gonna be preacher. Yeah, I did see that. I did see her like, she was like crying with Amy about how she doesn't think she can win HOH anymore, and how like, what is it? She thinks she's going home pre-jury and that sort of stuff. So yeah. Jimmy not listening to Morgan and Mickey, I think, can lead to Jimmy becoming a bigger target than Kelly. Yeah, potentially. I mean, I know there was talk about like putting up Jimmy next week, right? Which would be bad for a lot of people. Like I don't think that's a good move for Mickey and Morgan if they were to do that. Because even though Jimmy is like kind of an unreliable ally, he still is like an ally. Like I do think he still wants to work with them relatively deep into the game. So it would be essentially the Isom situation, right? If they did do that, it would essentially be like Suri and Felicia and Izzy targeting Isom. Do you think I ultimately won't have Zay as the worst player? I think it's set up for Zay to not be the worst player. Again, like if Kelly makes it like all the way to the end or something, obviously that could shake things up. Realistically, I think like Kelly's the only one I think would be worse. Oh no, Kiana. Kiana could be worse too. Yeah, I think Kelly and Kiana are probably like the two people that can be worse. I think everyone else would be like a little bit difficult from this current spot to be worse. I think it's both putting up Amy and then also putting up Will. And it's essentially just that Jimmy's not doing what they want him to do. Done first boots before to Kermit the Frog was the first round pick. Is that really? We did that already? Huh. I generally don't remember that at all. Which like it's like whatever. Like we could just redo it. It's like it doesn't really matter. Like at this point it's been so long, and like I feel like the people that are in the drafts is like different people anyway. So we could just do we could just redo a lot of the old ones we've done. Like as long as we haven't done it like very recently. But yeah, it's like Era 2, that's fine.
Luigi says he gets to live.
Oh yeah, I forgot Ash. Yeah, Ashley could be. Yeah, Ashley could definitely be worse too. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll see where Ashley goes. You won? Who'd you win with? Genuinely, I have no memory of that at all. Like, I could not tell you how a first like boot reality TV draft went. I remember Survivor and Big Brother. I know we did those in Era 1. But yeah, I could not remember that one. Oh, was that actually the right way? Oh, I didn't even think that was the right way. Keisha, Chappies, and Marie. Which Marie? Marie Rhoda? Dude, I love how I'm completely guessing into the right direction. Ah, no. There we go, finally.
Soon we will be there.
Participated in the giraffe. Wasn't that long ago then? I mean, Era 2 was like just at some point last year. Well, I guess not even last year. It was like between... So like the era starts again with the new Big Brother season. So... It's at some time between the start of BB26 and the start of BB27, essentially. I think a man or woman's winning BB27. Probably a... Well, actually, no. I was going to say woman, but, like, realistically, it's like... Oh, wait, what? How am I fucking this up? Oh, wait, is it... No. Yeah, how am I fucking this up? Here? There we go. Yeah, it's, Yeah, I was going to say woman, but, like, realistically, like, 2 of my top 3 are men. So it's like... I don't know, it probably will be a man. I guess it's, like, at least more likely to be a man. What was the other thing I was going to? Oh yeah, we didn't talk about AU versus the World premiere date. Not that that really matters that much, but I'm surprised it's so late because I was actually expecting it earlier. I was expecting it like early August. But we're not getting it until August, what, 17th? Yeah, obviously AU versus the World's already done. Again, I already did my review, player ranking, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty late to where like I don't think it's gonna like it depends on how it airs. Like I still don't know that if it's gonna be 2 episodes a week, 3 episodes a week. But like, yeah, there's a shot. It finishes around the same time as BB-27, which is kind of fucked. But we'll see how it works out. Kind of is doing the Andy strat of being in every room. The problem is that everyone knows that's what he's doing. I mean, like, is it even a strat from him though? I don't even know if it's even a strat from his point of view. Terrence's gonna give Keanu a 1 on the round table. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a 2. I don't know, because like the reason he gave Vince a 1, or at least his justification for giving Vince a 1, is that Vince like nominated his own ally and that deserves 1. Like with Keanu, it's like, I don't know, is it 1 worthy? Like he's not going home. Like obviously he could have, and he almost did. Like as of right now, he's not going home. It's not something. But yeah, he has obviously played terribly. Vince now deserved a 1, yeah. Which is why I went all in on Vince. Stock watch. Which should work out very well. I mean, like, as of right now, like, I think Vince is, like, what, a 6 or a 7? Like, I think Vince is in a very, like, good spot in the game. Shit, I fucked this up. Oh, I never bought the crossbow, did I? Actually, I don't have enough money for it anyway. Yeah, again, Keanu, yeah. But it's like, I don't think that's what they're going to take as part of the assessment, I don't think. Which draft team is in the best spot? I'll look that up in a second. So I'll probably finish this mission here, and then we'll start the draft. And yeah, I'll talk about that when I look it up, when we get to the draft. Yeah, so are we just doing reality TV first boots again? So I'm kind of like, whatever. We can do that. Why not? I have no memory how the last time went anyway. Attack by a mile. Who's attack have? Didn't he have like Mickey and Zach? Wasn't that a thing? Like I think someone had Mickey and Zach, right? Oh, fuck me. Okay, great. Daniel won with the first HOA. That's... Oh, Morgan and Zach. That's still pretty good. Like, I think Morgan's like, what? Number 5 or 6, probably. Maybe even 4. I don't know. Like, the problem with Morgan is that people are targeting her. Yeah, I fucked that up. I remember you have Kelly, right? I'll see how Amy would do without Rachel in the house. I assume not well. Because it seems like the reason why she was targeted to begin with, or not targeted, but like put on the block to begin with, was because of Ashley more than Rachel. So it's like, oh, probably not great. Should be putting Hayden above Chelsea. Why? I do think with Chelsea, it's like she essentially had the game won from like relatively early on. Get in the fucking bale of hay, thank you. It's like she did have that like one spot of like being like, yeah, the Cedric eviction in the Brooklyn week, which were bad. But I think in comparison to Hayden, it's just like I think Hayden's like I think Chelsea's just like way more out in front than Hayden was. Where I feel like I think Chelsea winning is like as if like Matt Hoffman won. I feel like BB12.
I will take that. And
Prank Ashley. Does her best Sarah Hanlon impression and what's this for you? Sure. I think Kelly and Lisa are sisters. I don't know. I really don't see the similarity that much. Like I feel like because like I feel like they're very different, right? Like, because like I feel like Kelly's like a lot more nerdy, where like Lisa's not really nerdy. Why is everyone dressed like Adam and Eve? Because why not? The real answer is because the banker's a pervert.
I spared no expense. The finer things in life make
Yeah, it's like I think there are a lot of points where like Chelsea, like essentially gets like into a better position, like but kind of like unintentionally. Oh wait, I'm fucking dumb. I'm following the wrong thing. I'm fucked. Really, I damaged armor. Okay, how did I not fail that? Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. That's fine. Yeah, that's great. Kelly seems like she could be her daughter, I guess. That's in a revised trailer. It was the same thing, just like cut differently. It was literally the exact same confessionals and everything. Oh, like what thoughts are really we had on it? Like I was hoping for a new trailer, or at least like new confessionals. Cool, great. Chelsea not managing relationships is why the house flips on the Pentagon. Yes. Again, I'm not denying like the things that Chelsea does wrong. I'm just saying that I think in terms of like positioning in the game, I do think Chelsea's positioning, especially in the back portion of the game, is way better. Okay, you know what? Yeah, just fail me again. Cool. And like she had a lot more win equity, where I think she beats like pretty much everybody. Like everybody by a lot. Like I think she demolishes like pretty much everybody in a jury vote. Like the only person in the end game that she has difficulty with is like maybe Chemo, and even then she still wins.
Oh, good. I spared no expense.
I mean, technically, if Lane had his way, Hayden doesn't get to final two.
I see an apple. I can pluck that apple.
Like as in had his way at the time of the final four. Lane was gonna take Hayden to the final two by the time of the final three, but like Lane wanted to go to the end of Brittany,
I own all the
and obviously Brittany was gonna go to the end of Lane.
On the contrary, I watched you steal my guard's money. I believe I've earned a free ride.
That is true. Hayden is MAGA.
In fact, I want
I think they just look at Jimmy as like an unreliable ally at this point, because he's like putting up people that they don't want him to put up. And like, too fair, they were already turning on Jimmy. Like they were like talking like about being worried about Jimmy like last week. But yeah, this is making it worse. I think Morgan's playing. She's fine, but again, she's being targeted. But like, and like, even as is, like, I don't think she necessarily has all the correct information right now. Because again, I think they're like actually realistic. Who is Morgan targeting right now? Like, I guess just like Keanu and Kelly and them, right? But like, she should be targeting Ashley. But it doesn't seem like she's doing that. When was the last time there was big politics-based fight in the BB house? Not sure. Not one that like blew up. Like really, the only time I could like really think of one is BB6. Like, is there one following that that's like big political like debate? Like, I'm sure there is. Just like yeah, none of them are like sticking to my mind.
Don't look so bad. Enjoy yourself.
Quinn versus Angela. Was that political debate though? Like that was more so like I mean, like I don't even know what you really call it, but that, I don't know. That's not really political. That was more so like racial bias things, right? Like I think political debate is like Kaser and James getting to a fight about the Iraq War. um, oh, wait, Kalia and Jeff, maybe. But even then, like that's like, I guess that kind of counts. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think that counts, right? Because it was specifically talking about like, should gay people be teachers, right? Which is like, what the fuck are we talking about? But yeah, I guess that counts as political, even though it's really like dumb, from Jeff's point of view. But whatever. Touchdown BB22. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, like, was that like, there wasn't really a fight though between Tyler and like Davon and Bailey, right? Massive spoilers for 4950. I mean, like, kind of. It's really just like adding on to what we already had. Again, we'll talk about it to the end now. Again, Jeff said it's like inappropriate for Dumbledore to be the principal of Hogwarts or whatever, right? Find Ashley to be extremely annoying. I can see that. I think she's a mess. And I do like the mess. But she still is a mess. Big Jeff says I'm not allowed to be a headmaster. Exactly. I mean, too bad that's not really big news considering it happened like how many years ago? When was BB13? Like 12 years ago now or something? No, more than that. 14 years ago? Is it really that long? Holy shit. Dude, I'm old. What the fuck? It's insane. Actually, it is insane that that's the last time Jeff played Big Brother. I saw something about BB6 Maggie murdering something. Murdering someone. Yeah, that's the story. Again, murder is not the right term, but it's like, yeah, like medical malpractice, I guess. I don't know. That is a thing. That supposedly she claimed. Yeah, it's a thing of like. Yeah, supposedly the friendship did not know that the HOH cameras were on because James told them that, to where like they leaked a whole bunch of secrets on the feeds that like are bad. That was like Maggie's. I was not able to find those transcripts from the time myself. Like looking at like Hamster Watch and Jokers and stuff, but supposedly it happened. Like James said it happened. And like it's always been like the running story of like. Why the friendship were terrible people. But yeah, I haven't seen the actual transcripts from the time myself, but supposedly that happened. I mean, April, I don't know, April's just kind of annoying. Like April's like just like talks behind people's backs and like that sort of thing, more than like her doing like anything like truly problematic. Okay. So they get here first. Guess I'll knock that too. Yeah, we'll start the giraffe in a second here. So once I get to that location. Who would I want to win BB27? Keanu would be funny. I don't know. I don't really have like that. I don't really care that much about who wins. But yeah, I think Keanu would be the funniest outcome. Or Kelly. Yeah, both. I'm very fresh. Like, it'd be terrible gameplay wins, but it would be just like really funny conceptually. Like, also they won Big Brother. I mean, yeah, Yvette saying the N-word wasn't even part of that either. Like, that was just out. She just outwardly said it in the house. Like, when she thought the cameras were on, so. Oh, I haven't even talked about that. I started my Guatemala rewatch. Yeah, so since last stream, I finished editing both of my Persona 3 videos. Actually, no, what was I working on last stream? I was working on Persona 3, right? Yeah, so I finished both Persona 3 videos. Today before work, I started my Guatemala rewatch. I only watched the first 2 episodes, so I'm not that deep in. I will probably be done by time next stream. I think I'm probably just going to go all in. I'm also going to try to work on the Genius Grand Final video, but I'm not expecting to get much of that done before I finish my Guatemala rewatch. But I have, like, parsed through my notes up to Kyung Ran entering the house in episode 1, so whatever. But Guatemala is fine. I mean, like, it's like I'm surprised that Yukari's so high. See, I've seen that people don't like Yukari, and I don't know why. We'll do that. Because I think Yukari, like, yeah, Yukari's just, like, so integral to the game. Like, it feels like Yukari, like, the first half is, like, focused around Yukari, and the second half is, like, focused around Aegis. Don't understand why I like Guatemala. I'll be honest, I could definitely see a world where I come out of Guatemala being much lower on it. We'll see. As of right now, I think it's fine. Like, it's just, it's okay. It's, like, there are some funny moments. I think, like, Brandon's a great confessionalist. I think Judd is obviously Judd. But yeah, I could definitely see a world where I come out of it thinking, yeah, this probably should be, like, 10 spots lower. I don't think it'll ever be on, like, the bottom tier of seasons for me, but I could definitely see a world where it's, like, it should probably be, like, instead of, like, top of middle, it should probably be, like, middle, or, like, bottom of middle. I mean, the premiere is just, like, very unique. See, I don't find Guatemala boring. Like, I haven't been bored at all. I don't think it has the most, like, I think there's a good chunk of the cast that are not interesting. But the people that are good are very good. Is better Brandon, me, or Brandon Guatemala? Brandon Billinger, obviously. Yeah, gameplay in Guatemala is very low. I am also listening to the Historians podcast for Guatemala. So we'll see how that goes. I will say already, some things have not aged well in the Guatemala podcast. Where, like, it really threw me off guard that fucking Mike Bloom just says the R word. Which, like, we're like, okay, that hasn't aged well. Which, like, obviously, like, in the context of, like, it's a joke because of, it's, like, a joke because, like, Stephanie uses the R word, and it was, like, using the R word as a joke to reference to that. But, like, still, that, like, really threw me off guard. I was like, oh, I did not expect that. Is Guatemala the only pre-merge where only white people are voted out? Probably. Would be shocking otherwise.